Namaskar. Hello and welcome to PGurus channel. I'm your host Sri Iyer. Today I have with me Sri Delhi R. Rajagopalan and we are going to talk about some hot topics that are making the rounds. First off, there is a winter session of parliament coming. What is going to be expected? What kind of bills are going to be passed there? Second is the recently concluded Kashi Tamil Sangamam. And the third is the Blitzkrieg tour that the Minister of External Affairs, Sri Dr. Subramaniam Jaishankar, undertook of 18 countries. What was the reason for such a blitzkrieg tour? What is it that India is trying to get? All that and more. So let's welcome our guest of the day, Sri Rajagopalan. Rajagopalan ji, namaskar and welcome to PGurus channel.
Namaskar, sir. Rajagopalan, sir. Very nice, and you have given a lot of masala and also scoop items. As you said, Parliament session is going to commence on 7th of December. It's going to be a 17-day session up to December 29th. It will be sitting in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Two chambers will be, discussing many important issues. And moreover, the backdrop of this Parliament session, Mr. Iyer, is that when Gujarat elections, Himachal Pradesh elections, Delhi elections would be through, and the results must have come by then. So when Mr. Narendra Modi enters the parliament on December 8th, you can have a sound of echoing of Modi, Modi, Modi. As every elections, Modi comes with a jingo style. He enters the parliament with a gigantic style. So therefore, that is politically one. As you asked me, there are many bills to be introduced, especially the sedition bill, judicial accountability bill, data protection bill. So these are all three important. So it is a 17-day session. My understanding is it is not going to be that much, virulent or vigorous or pandemonic session, because the opposition would have, lost their game in Gujarat, Himachal, and Delhi. Therefore, Congress party also, Mr. Rahul Gandhi is not going to attend. He's going to skip, and that is what Jairam Ramesh tweeted also. With this backdrop, my understanding is it's going to be a normal session. It is going to be held in the old building only. We expected this winter session of Parliament will be, commencing from the new Parliament building. But the building has not yet come up. It's under construction because of the COVID 2 years lost. The laborers have also gone out of Delhi. Now the building has come out, 90% building has come out. And more to it, Jaideep Dhankar, the Vice President of India, who is going to be the chairman of Rajya Sabha, his first session he is going to hold it, sir.
Well, Rajagopalan, one question I have. Those three bills that you talked about is all good. Uniform Civil Code. This is the need of the hour. Rajagopalan, you are seeing now that seditious activities are taking place in unimaginable ways. For instance, there was this auto cooker incident where the cooker blasted, and that person was wearing a bhagwa color vastra, and he was trying to have an Aadhaar card that said that his name was a Hindu, whereas he's a Muslim. So now the attacks are taking a different form and shape. But at least to understand that for India and those born in India, there has to be a national identity, and there has to be a feeling that the same set of laws apply to each and every one of us who are living there. To do that, you have to have a uniform civil code. Now, recently, Amit Shah ji, in an interview with Republic Channel, had said that we are closely watching how the implementation of this is going to play out in one state called Uttarakhand. And based on that, we are going to move on to the whole center. I have a long explanation, but UCC is something that should have been discussed at least. Some private member bills keep getting introduced. What happens to those, sir?
Mr. Sri Iyer, I will give you a very elaborate answer because you asked me a very elaborate question. The elaborate answer is now unfortunately our communication system, because of the trouble in the Wi-Fi, we are unable to see each other, but still you are hearing my voice. I can hear your voice. Still the viewers are enjoying our debate. It's getting hot. it's getting heated up. The UCC means, you must understand first, there is going to be an opposition. How to reduce that? In the sense, we don't want to have a Nupur Sharma effect on Middle East countries. Suddenly they will rise and create a hoo-ha on that. So therefore, the state governments have been given a go by first. And second, it has been discussed from 1991 onwards, Mr. Iyer. It's not new to India. Several law commissions, several Supreme Court judgments. I know I have a piece of paper in which 18 judges, different judges have given their views on the UCC, Uniform Civil Code. So what BJP has done very cleverly is, when 2019, when they got elected, they suddenly brought 370, abrogation of Article 370 in the first 6 months of the tenure of Mr. Narendra Modi. So you can expect such a surprise in 2024 when they are likely to be re-elected third time, hat-trick, Mr. Narendra Modi, because there is no opposition. And once they go to the public voters with UCC call, I am very sure the state governments must have worked on that. 4 state governments have appointed committee. Even yesterday, Mr. Hemanta Biswa Sarma in the Gujarat poll campaign said Assam is also likely to bring in. Uttarakhand, UP, Gujarat, they formed a committee. So UCC is under debate. You can't pull the rug from the opposition. The reason being, opposition has a say in the issue of UCC. Except Assuddin Owaisi, others are supporting. Congress cannot go back on that. Like the economic weaker section EWS 10%, Congress has a dilemma whether to support it or not. Especially on Rahul Gandhi, especially on the 7 convicts release of Rajiv Gandhi assassination. Even Congress and DMK have some sort of differences of opinion. So therefore, the UCC, my understanding, political understanding is BJP will play it very well. 2024 election campaign will be on UCC because state governments have been energized. Other state governments like Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, and Andhra Pradesh, they will be copying what the North Indian states are doing. 2024 first half, Narendra Modi will bring UCC. Till then, the sedition bill, data protection, and judicial accountability, these are all certain things which will keep on coming up. Every session, this is listed. Sometimes they debate, sometimes they don't debate. Apart from that, my experience of 40 years of political coverage of parliament, I have seen very, very interesting debates, Mr. Shri Iyer. Minu Masani, can you believe the amount of speech he delivered? I was very young at that time. I just joined Indian Express and Dinamani, and I had the opportunity, rarest opportunity of hearing Minu Masani in 1977 Parliament. So NG Ranga, Lovalla Lobo Prabhu, JM Lobo Prabhu, even Madhu Dantavate, Madhu Limai. Oh my God, these are all tall leaders. George Fernandez. Can you imagine George Fernandez? They all had a Atal Bihari Vajpayee, Lal Krishna Advani, tall leaders. The reason being, since I heard all of the stalwarts, now I feel little, there is no such debate happening in the parliament, thanks to the derailment of and pandemonic situations because of opposition parties. That's what I would blame it on them only, because they want to disrupt, not debate.
Sir, before we go to the next topic, I want to put a googly. Let me see if you hit it for a 6 or defender, you're going to get bold on it. Sir,
No, don't do that, sir. Please. There is no bookies here. There is no understanding, sir. No, please.
Sir, you can just say yes or no. I don't know also is an answer. My question is very simple, sir. Mr. Zakir Naik is a wanted fugitive in India, and Qatar invites him to come and address the FIFA and a few other meetings. This, in my opinion, is deliberate snub to India. Is Indian Parliament going to raise at least a resolution saying that this is very unfortunate? At least say something. Just can't keep quiet. What are your thoughts, sir?
For Nupur Sharma, they made a song and drama. For
Yes,
one act of that,
yes,
Similarly, why can't India do that? India should do
yes,
that. But at the same
yes.
time, today morning, I had a very interesting conversation with a senior diplomat. And my understanding is Qatar has informed the External Affairs Ministry of India that they did not invite him. He is a gate crasher. So therefore, they washed off their hands, Qatar. So things are happening. In Parliament, it will be debated. I am very sure BJP members will raise it. As you exactly said it, the televisions, English television for the last 3-4 days, they are bang on that. So that enthusiasm of English televisions may be reflected in Parliament. And I am very, very confident few BJP MPs will raise it. And in the next segment, when you ask me the 18 countries of Mr. Dr. Jaishankar, I will answer this question also in that segment.
Wonderful, sir. So this actually gives an opening. If he's there just as a gate crasher, then it should be easy for the Indian intelligence agencies to pick him up and bring him to India. He's going to be just like you and me, going to some stadium and watching the game. Anyway, I'm just putting some thoughts here. We can't speculate on all these things. Let's go on to Kashi Tamil Sangamam. Sir, this is a brilliant move on part of the Modi government to connect Kashi with Tamil Nadu. Because now what is seeing is that this Dravida initiative, Tamil spirit, Tamil culture, this, that, it is older than everything else. All that is now being smashed to smithereens. Who's thought about this idea, sir? And it has gone off very well. Maybe you can cover some salient points.
Kashi Tamil Sangamam is the brainchild of Mr. Narendra Modi. 6 months before he get a concept of this and energized the Chennai Institute of Technology, Indian Institute of Technology, Madras, and Banaras Hindu University. And whichever crisis, whichever problem, whichever new initiative, Narendra Modi makes it an opportunity to convert that to his favor, into his favor. So therefore, Mr. Narendra Modi's brainchild of Kashi Sangamam, it is a sixer, played by Mr. Narendra Modi. DMK caught unawares of that. DMK could not, strategize. Suppose if this Kashi Sangamam is a political game altogether, though they may camouflage it with Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, my understanding is different, sir. Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav is definitely today. Another interesting thing happened along with Kashi Tamil Sangamam. Pukan, the 400-year-old 4th century celebrations of greatest leader of Assam, Ahom Ganap, the Sangh. That function is also being held day after tomorrow. Prime Minister is going to speak. So therefore, Prime Minister wanted all the freedom fighters, the culture, integration, Tamil culture, Telugu culture is going to happen throughout the year. First is Mr. Narendra Modi's concept was Tamil. With this, the BJP has made inroads. They made DMK, they turned the table against DMK because they were all cloning on Tamil. BJP snatched that idea. Now, North Indians are saying, why Tamil imposition on us? Why do you have that? You say that Tamil Nadu is having Hindi imposition. They cry foul on that. So we will also cry foul. So that my understanding is Mr. Narendra Modi with this, involving the national education policy also, the education department, human resource development ministry also gone full swing into it. There are 2,500 students drawn from many colleges and many schools or attending this 1 month long festival in Banaras, Kashi, and they are also going to visit Ayodhya and other places. It's going to be a tourism, it's going to be a cultural integration, it's going to be politics. So therefore, DMK is unable to meet the challenge by Mr. Narendra Modi on Tamil Sangamam. They have taken the wind of DMK propaganda. That is a master stroke. Now you ask me questions, I will also have a new concept of exclusives on this Tamil Sangamam, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. First exclusive that I might want from you is in the capacity as the government of Tamil Nadu. Surely the Stalin government should have sent some representative for this function. Did that happen, sir?
No, the Tamil Nadu government was told about it. Today, the Education Ministry issued a statement, official statement, that in the month of first week of October, we informed the state government. They did not send any representative or no reply. They did not see the magnitude of this political turning the table against DMK, sir. DMK caught unawares of that. So therefore, Mr. Stalin, who has a sleepless nights because of his cadre and ministers, PTR is fighting with another minister is fighting with one minister, says North Indians sell pani puri, bel puri in Tamil Nadu, we can't. And this type of loudmouth ministers, Mr. M.K. Stalin, who came with a lot of hopes from the voters, is unable to meet the eyes of expectations. So with this Tamil Sangamam happening in Varanasi, DMK got clean bowled on that by Narendra Modi. The DMK was invited, they did not attend. It's a insult to the Tamil culture, what they have meted out to Tamil culture, not by not attending the Varanasi session. To balance that, do you know, very interesting scoop I am going to tell you, Mr. Iyer.
Go ahead,
Shekhar Babu, the religious endowment minister, today said that they have picked up 200 yatris from Kanyakumari to Chennai. 200. They have taken a lottery ticket like that, and they are being, given a passage. Chennai to Ayodhya, Chennai to Varanasi, Chennai to other pilgrim centers. So DMK, which is a Dravida wala, now gone into Hindutva mode. What is happening with the Tamil Nadu policy, we don't know. And another thing, very interesting political interpretation, political reading of Tamil Sangamam is Narendra Modi adopts each strategy to each state, different strategies. It cannot be uniform. It cannot be, the same in Tamil Nadu and West Bengal or Calcutta or Assam to Kerala, Andhra Pradesh to Madhya Pradesh. He acts on a different. क्योंकि हिंदी में कहावत है पांचों उंगली बराबर नहीं है. The fingers are not equal. So Narendra Modi adopts a different style of politics to different states. My understanding is, in Tamil Nadu, he turned the table against DMK. In other states, he threatens them with TD like Kejriwal. See the amount of problems Kejriwal is facing now. Satyendar Jain, the Aam Aadmi Party, which is a clean one, now got into a lot of problems. Satyendar Jain is getting massaged in the Tigar jail by paying some few hundred rupees, and that person who is massaging is also a POSCO convict. So, Aam Aadmi Party has also become another Congress party type. Narendra Modi exposed the Aam Aadmi Party. Narendra Modi exposed Uddhav Thackeray. Narendra Modi exposed Mulayam Singh Yadav's son Akhilesh Yadav and Mayawati. Similarly, Narendra Modi is going to adopt this Tamil culture and Tamil, Sangamam against DMK. That's what I could understand and feel it, sir.
There is our cartoon on Mr. Satyendar Jain getting the massage from Physio, the rapist. So this just adds to what you just said, Rajagopalan ji. This is what is happening in the R jail. So thank you.
Very nice cartoon, sir. Nice, very nice.
So let's take a quick look at this impact of Kashi Tamil Sangamam. See, there are some brilliant thinker individuals in DMK who are operating silently in the backstage. They did not guess that this will have the kind of impact it has had, sir. What are your thoughts? Can you hear me, sir?
Due to some technical problem, I could not hear you. I can hear you, but not the question, sir. because
Yeah,
our line Wi-Fi is very. Now I got you, sir.
yes. Let me ask you the question again, sir. There are some brilliant thinking individuals that are behind the scenes in DMK. Did they not foresee the kind of impact Tamil Sangamam event had?
No, they anticipated it, but they were all in a different world altogether. They have to resolve the ADMK problem because DMK is also getting into a lot of controversies. Mr. MK Stalin is unable to come out of it. Mr. MK Stalin should have realized what Mr. Narendra Modi's onslaught on Tamil Nadu and onslaught on Tamil politics, onslaught on DMK. Mr. MK Stalin did not foresee this. That is what I could make out. DMK is a very strong political party. You can't ignore that. But they will adopt different strategy. And to counter that, Mr. Narendra Modi adopted another strategy. 135-year-old Congress, in 10 years, Narendra Modi tore them into pieces. So DMK is nothing before him, sir. And take example of Uddhav Thackeray and Arvind Kejriwal. I don't wish that MK Stalin should fall prey to that. Now what happened to Mamata Banerjee? See, she surrendered before Narendra Modi. Even Sonia Gandhi surrendered before Narendra Modi. They have some sort of, what the bus in Delhi, there is a compromise. That is why she silently gone into Shimla. Last hangout, we did discuss that.
Well,
I
just
feel
one
very
second.
sorry for today's communication troubles, sir. Otherwise, we would have enjoyed that. Again, I feel that A. Raja must have disrupted our conversation.
Is he your neighbor, sir? Is he your neighbor?
Not neighbor, but the popularity of PGurus channel, and especially when we talk about high DMK thing, they may do it from any place, sir. This hacking can take place from. At least they cannot throttle your voice and my voice. They can throttle the photographs.
No doubt about that, sir. And viewers, we are going to go to the third section of our talk. And before that, if you have any questions on these topics, please send them with hashtag Ask Rajagopalan. Some of you have used Ask RR. We will try to accommodate that also. The hashtags are unique because what happens is, long after this conversation is over, the hashtags will still be alive on social media. So when we say Ask Rajagopalan, then they know that it is Sri Delhi Rajagopalan. Ask RR takes that Rajagopalan name out of the hashtag thing. So it is difficult to. The RR is RR. It can be anything. Rolls Royce.
RR can be reckless reporting. Reckless reporting.
Yes, reckless reporting also. That is why we say the hashtag.
R. Venkataraman, when he was President of India, I known him very well. He very respected elder statesman of Tamil Nadu. I wrote something about him in Dinamani and Indian Express. He commented RR. Immediately the press secretary called me. RR means R. Rajagopalan. Then Mr. R. Venkataraman told me it is reckless reporting, not R. Rajagopalan.
Sir, let's go on to the third segment, the external affairs whirlwind tour of 18 different countries. Maybe you can touch upon the salient points. Is there a message India is taking to all these countries?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now we touch upon a crucial one, exclusive one, very, very hot subject of international diplomacy. Today is a very auspicious day from my understanding, lucky day. The reason being, Mr. Sri Iyer, you and me have discussed about Australia, and I stayed there for 3 months and I understood the Australian style and I met top leaders. Today, the Australian Parliament has passed a resolution endorsing the Australian Indo-Free Trade Agreement. The stage has been set. So it's a great opportunity for India. A South Bloc, which houses the External Affairs Ministry and the Prime Minister Office, they are with aplomb of jubilation. The Australia, because the jubilation is on two conditions. One, India is going to have immense, in another 10 to 15 years, influx from Australia, the industry, the trade, the commerce, the technology, the naval forces, joint exercises in every field. The Indo-Australian stamp is going to be there. Similarly, those who are hearing this hangout must be interested in knowing one thing from me. 5,000 visas have been given to Tamil Nadu alone for young boys to compete. Those who skilled employed boys and girls, they may apply for the visa. They will get the permanent visa. 5,000 visas, first 5,000, you grab it. Those who are hearing, even the parents, if the children are studying in the final year of the college, please plan 2023-24. India is going to open up with the national education policy, a gate of international university coming into India, and our students can also go to other international universities like Stanford, Harvard. Australia is the best place for education, apart from that. Now you ask me a question, I come to that. 18 countries of Dr. Subramaniam Jaishankar visit post-COVID. It was a conscious decision of the Cabinet Committee on Security because during COVID, 2 years, the international diplomacy gone into a slumber. Mr. Narendra Modi got energized that. Even during the COVID also, he had, the web seminars and also online interactions. So a lot of even cabinet meetings, top secret issues were discussed online with a lot of data protections, data security. So international calls. Suppose if Biden and Narendra Modi and Putin, Xi Jinping, they talk, it's a highly sophisticated system where the Pegasus cannot enter, not the Supreme Court, nor the wire, nor anyone. So that type of security apparatus are there in India. With that, 18 countries Mr. Dr. Jaishankar traveled, and he understood that the theme of that 18 countries, Mr. Iyer, G20. 2023 is going to be India's year in the world. Though Mr. Narendra Modi may coin as a millet year, my understanding is going to be Narendra Modi has won the imagination of world leaders. He got the confidence. Even G20 in Bali, you can understand the way in which the American president, though he became lame duck after recent November 8th elections, he is now holding his hand on the shoulders of Mr. Narendra Modi. The United Kingdom Prime Minister, the new Prime Minister, who is an Indian origin, also coming to Narendra Modi. International leaders are coming to Narendra Modi for some sort of suggestions, help, monetary aspects, everything. During COVID, India could stand to the economic crisis, and we are number 5 in the world, overtaking even United Kingdom. So such a magnanimity the international diplomacy shown towards India. That is why we got G20 2023. We are going to have it in India. Shanghai Cooperation Organization meeting, international Interpol meeting was held only last week. United Nations Security Council subcommittee was held in Mumbai last week. So things are happening. Ukraine conflict, Mr. Narendra Modi's resolution in G20, which India had a final say in that touches. With that, I would come to the conclusion. Dr. Jaishankar is going to make a statement in Parliament on 10th or 11th. We wait for that. Whatever I described now will be, compiled in a sequence format. And Dr. Jaishankar is going to hail the India's leadership of G20 and the Shanghai Cooperation Corporation. There will be a huge thumping the desk when Dr. Jaishankar finalizes this, final speech. Then is going to be a jubilation in Indian Parliament.
Just to add to what you said, Rajagopalanji, the World Bank had compiled data about the GDP of countries, and as of end of 2021, and they have not said whether this is taking pricing of, what is a adjustment for prices, but assume that this is constant prices, that means ideal state, then the per capita GDP nominal, which means it is related to the exchange rate with the dollar, India is at $2,297 per person. Now, if you said that India is number 5, that is nominal GDP. If you take PPP, in PPP, India is number 3 in the world, and according to PPP numbers, India's gross domestic product GDP is $7,700. $7,700. So it that tells you that India is, even though it has gone through this COVID and things like that, it is still finding its way and it's doing quite well. Just an example, just to give you a comparison, in nominal GDP, Pakistan is at 1,500 at the end of 2021, and Pakistan is only at 4,400 when you take PPP into account. So do you see how India is pulling away from another country that got independent at around the same time? Sri Lanka is bankrupt. Bangladesh is also looking to World Bank and IMF for handouts. So at least India is not in that bad a shape. However, there is room for improvement. There's always room for improvement. I just wanted to share the data so that we all know where things stand. In 2022, it could get better. It could be slower. We don't know. At least India is on a path of recovery. Let's take some questions, sir, if you don't mind.
Yeah, please, sir. And before the questions, I would like to give one or two quick things, sir. What is happening in Rajasthan? Sachin Pilot is going to be the chief minister. Ashok Gehlot will be removed. That is the buzz which I heard today, because Rajasthan Congress is up in arms. Sachin Pilot MLAs either resign or go for AD election or make Mr. Sachin Pilot as chief minister. Second, Kerala. Mr. Shashi Tharoor has started a Padayatra within Kerala. That has put Kerala Congress in a tight spot. Third, the Kharge effect. Mallikarjun Kharge has completed 1 full month after taking over as Congress president. But poor Kharge, he is feeling restless because he was getting a huge support from the government as a leader of opposition, but that is now not going to be there. Mallikarjun Kharge feels even his photo was not adorning the walls of 24 Akbar Road, the headquarters of Congress. So Congress is in a deep crisis. Finally, let us enthuse and bring a smile in our viewers' faces. Top politician of India is missing from the scene for the last 6 months. Can you guess who is that?
No, sir. Is it Rahul Gandhi or is it somebody else?
Sitaram Yechury.
Oh, Sitaram Yechury. Yeah, where is he?
He absconding. There is advertisement in some newspapers. Sitaram Yechury is absconding because he is upset with Sonia Gandhi going to Simla, and he is upset with BJP Congress coming to a compromise formula. Therefore, Sitaram Yechury is very saddened now. And finally, Hemanta Biswa Sarma, who is Assam Chief Minister, who is always, good at his, brought out a new coin of adage, saying that, political adage, saying that Mr. Rahul Gandhi, because of his sporting beard, looks like Saddam Hussein. Now I am ready to answer 3 questions, sir.
Yes. One, before we open the floor for all our viewers, their questions. I have one question for you myself, sir. How is Mallikarjun Kharge going to manage the financing of elections of the Congress party? Because the Tijori is with the Gandhis.
Tijori is with Gandhis. As we discussed, many of our viewers are very spiritual and they are knowing the Vedic rhymes, hymns. In Tirupavai, there is a particular stanza. Lord Andal composed the Tirupavai, 30 stanzas. From Margadi, they chant this. I chant every day on that. There is a particular phrase in that. Milking cows. Vallal Perumbasukal, Paul Sorium Vallal Perumbasukal. So that is missing. Ashok Gehlot is missing. Amarendra Singh was giving huge amount to 24 Akbar Road. He's now in BJP. He resigned and he was toppled by 3 Gandhis. Now Ashok Gehlot. Ashok Gehlot is paying a chanda, subscription to AICC because AICC is starving of funds. If Mallikarjun Kharge is unable to bring 2024 Congress at least 150 seats, Congress will go for rest in peace position, and there will be a concrete laid on the epitaph of Congress Samachar.
Okay, let's take the questions now. First question is, Kiranji wants to know, what is the role of US Mumbai consulate envoy Mike Hankey and German envoy directly interacting with opposition party individuals? What is happening? Kiran, this is not unusual. Think about it this way. I live in the United States. The US Indian consulate officers meet with me. I meet with them. And they may be meeting other heads of state also. In democracy, exchange of views is not prohibited. It's okay. Somebody can criticize Modi government. And just like you and I are criticizing Congress here, it's open. I mean, there is nothing wrong in people meeting people. That's my take, sir. Your take, sir.
I totally agree with you, and I don't want to give my, in the sense, I'm very young in the diplomatic reporting. Political reporting, I would have played a sixer game. But on diplomacy, just in this, I'm a student. I don't want to guess anything. I mean, Kiranji, don't mistake me because the audio is not well, video is not well. There is a technical problem from both ends. Next time when you ask me a question, I will definitely answer you. Next week, we keep it for that, sir.
Thank you, sir. And Venkatraman wants to know, what are the implications of free trade agreement with Australia? I have one very good one. Please go ahead, sir.
No, implication. There is no implication, sir. There are a lot of plus points, I would like to say, because the entire credit should be given to Commerce Minister, Mr. Piyush Goyal, and Dan, in Australia, Tom Albert, who energized this as a Chief Prime Minister of Australia. So things are going very well. 900 items have come into the list, which I would also understand from that. So therefore, we have to wait and watch that, sir.
Yeah, so one of the big deals, Venkat, is that the double taxation avoidance agreement is now in place. What does that mean? What it means is, for Indian exporters exporting product services to Australia, they get taxed once in Australia and they have to report foreign income in India, and they get taxed on that too. With the DTAA in place, one place they will not get taxed. So that is the agreement that has been signed. I don't know whose taxation takes precedence. Normally, where they are making the money is where the law should apply, but at least it saves them paying taxes in both places. So that's a big deal because they save a lot of money because of that. And like this, there are, like Rajagopalan said, many items are brought under this agreement, which means all those will have a lower slab of tariffs. So it is win-win all around. Australians get cheaper products and India gets to open new avenues. They have to make up for their, they can make more sales on those items. Next question, please.
And also, and very interesting thing, sir, the Australian agreement, as they put ECTA, and that is the main aspect out of 900 items. For example, football person who makes that football, or cricket bat, he gets a free entry into Australia, sir. The handicrafts, they have given a lot of emphasis on that, especially skilled laborers. 5,000 visas for Tamil Nadu is not an easy joke, sir. And for the last 6 months, wherever Dr. Jaishankar went, wherever the Prime Minister met the other heads of the government or the state, he emphasized that give us visa, give us visa. That is why he has also opened it up. Australia has opened it up. The pending visas are being cleared. So it's an enthusiastic thing for youngsters. So those who are hearing this hangout, please apply for visa for any other country. Let's say Australia primarily because of larger opportunities. But my understanding is with the national education policy given as it is, 2 years in India, 2 years abroad. So this study will give you a leadership quality for any individual. It will be a skilled, degree for you.
Next question, please. A DMK leader, Mode E, wants to know, a DMK leader is openly threatening to kill Annamalai. The video evidence is incontrovertible. Can I, as a commoner, file a complaint against him to the police? Is it of any use? If not, why not?
Then you must file a complaint in the local police station. The police station will accept your FIR or not. We have to wait and watch. And, DMK is desperate, sir, now. After this Tamil Sangamam, Kashi Tamil Sangamam, they are rattled what to do with Modi. So you have to file this complaint. Annamalai is having really a threat perception is high on his shoulders. That is why governor has also, I understand, returned to center to enhance his security, Annamalai security.
Next question, please. CA Viswanathan wants to know, there are talks that Udyanaidhi Stalin is being trained to be CM by retired IAS officers. Your views, please, on it.
Yeah, you may be correct, sir. The questionnaire may be right because I also heard so. Let us wait and watch. And I am sure Udyanaidhi may not be like Rahul Gandhi. He will be a little more sophisticated because he is not only acting in cinema, picture, Bollywood, Hollywood. He will do better than his grandfather and his father.
Next question from Magnet Ranga. Namaskaram. Will DMK push its Dravida agenda even more now, or will they go for soft Hindutva to counter Modiji's outreach via Kashi Tamil Sangamam?
No, the Hindutva has gone into Chief Minister's residence also, Mr. Iyer, because Durga Stalin, every day morning, she chants the slogan, Shuklam Bhadram Vishtum Sajivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasanna Vadanam Dhyayeti Sarva Vigna Upasanti. She chants with the ringing of the bell. So therefore, Hindutva has gone into the family, first family. What will K. Veeramani, Dravida Kazhagam will do now? Karupar Kuttam, what will they do? Because DMK, they themselves, they say, we are Hindu party. So after 2014, the impact of North India, especially second time winning of Yogi Adityanath, had gone heavily on Tamil minds, sir. The youngsters have understood that Narendra Modi push for Hindutva is a reasonable one, genuine one. That is why Tamil youngsters are coming in lot of, huge numbers. Especially my understanding, Mr. Iyer, the, Chitra Seshadri, a lady from Chennai, called me and she said she is watching PGurus and they got articulated because of our debate and our subject matter of discussion. So things are similarly. Prem Kumar from Cincinnati called me. Can you believe Cincinnati? He is a hotelier there. He is running a South Indian hotel in Cincinnati. And he called me and said, sir, I watch you very often. And he got my mobile phone. Some friend from Tamil Nadu called me from USA. Oh, God. So Hindutva has definitely gone into that, sir.
Sir, there is a Rajagopalan Rasigar Mandram in every city of the world.
Sorry. Thanks to PGurus and Shri Iyer, sir.
Balwant Kulkarni wants to know, do we need to compare ourselves with a country like Pakistan anymore? Your view on this, sir. Rajagopalanji.
I don't want to get into that, sir, because, I am yet to understand what is what in the international diplomacy. Till then, I reserve my answer, sir.
Srishti Suyash wants to know, is the Bharat Jodo Yatra creating an impact as being shown in some media? will it really affect the 2024 elections?
Not at all. The Bharat Jodo Yatra, though, is a great initiative, and Rahul Gandhi has decided to walk the distance. It has not created any impact. It's a flop show. 2024 is not going to be affected by Bharat Jodo Yatra or something like that. No, I don't think so.
Let me just take one small observation here. Please bear with me. Somebody is asking, India is ranked at a poor 122 out of 190 countries on the per capita GDP, which is a true reflection standard of living of Indians. We are in a poor category. I disagree with you. I got the numbers for 2021. Like I said, it was on a World Bank. The per capita GDP of India is 2,257. It's a little bit higher than what you are saying. I think you are quoting a number of, let's see here. You are quoting a number of 1,800. That is not true. But more importantly, for the living conditions of people inside India, this nominal GDP does not make sense. It is the PPP GDP, because purchasing power parity means that a gallon of milk or a kilo of rice, those things, what is the price the average person is paying? That is the purchasing power parity. So according to that, India is quite good at 7,790 or something like that. So can India do better? Absolutely. It should be at 25,000. Why is it not doing that? Yeah, please go ahead.
Can I answer, sir? What is his name? I could not see because of technical problems.
Yeah, gradient
what is
descent. He is not using he's using a pseudonym. Gradient descent.
Oh my God! Because he may be a reader of former finance minister's columns, so therefore don't get distracted.
All right, so let's go back to our series of questions. Sorry for the interruption. Dakshinamurthy wants to know, what about the fight between Kerala governor versus CM? What is the Delhi perspective on this?
Delhi perspective is they encourage Arif Muhammad Khan. Arif Muhammad Khan is a scholar groomed by Mr. Rajiv Gandhi. Even during Rajiv Gandhi, he was a dissident. And Sabanu case, you would have known that. Pinarayi Vijayan is going to feel what V. Narayanaswamy felt from Kiran Bedi. Similarly, the governor of Kerala, Mr. Arif Muhammad Khan, who is from who is a very Vedic scholar also, is a tight match for Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan. Therefore, Center encourages such governors. If they did well, they promoted as Vice President of India.
Next question, please. Srinivas Jayaprakash wants to know, Namaskaram Sri and Rajagopalan sir, what is the government's take on Supreme Court's views on appointment of Chief Election Commissioner?
No, this is, I also felt very bad today, in the sense we can't comment on Supreme Court's observation or judgment or anything. We are not criticizing the Supreme Court. Pancho anguli barabar nahi hai. That is democracy. God has given your hand, your fingers as democracy, because one is taller, another is shorter. So let us not get into this, sir. Government will file a very tight reply to the Supreme Court in the affidavit. We wait for that. But my comment is, Supreme Court should have understood the nuances of, they cannot take on Prime Minister. If you destabilize the Prime Minister, where is the security of India? They want that Prime Minister should be taken to task by the Election Commission. If you are going to, Lokpal bill, you bring Prime Minister into that. A Central Election Commission, bring Prime Minister into that. So if your Prime Minister position is compromised, that is the reason, Mr. Iyer, people gave massive mandate to Narendra Modi in 2014 and 2019, because he is a very strong Prime Minister. मैं आंखों से आंखों देखता हूँ, घर में घुस के मारूंगा, like that strong statements he issues.
Next question, Magnet Ranga wants to know, sir, PM Sunak is reported to be keen on free trade agreement with India. How soon could that happen?
By next Diwali, it would have happened if Sunak remains as Prime Minister of UK.
Well,
and second thing, and final comment, sir, from my side. Today, I heard I was bubbling with enthusiasm to share that with PGuru viewers. You talked about the GDP, PPP, power purchase, parity, etc. My understanding is today I spoke to a top source in the government of India. Delhi, India, Bharat Pay, what like Paytm and Google Pay, what we are going to transact with digital transfers of money, that is happening within India. Now India has extended it to Singapore. You can transmit money up to 5 lakhs. There is a cap on that to Singapore. I don't know. I am not very sure about the capping of the amount. Similarly, they are going to work out with the UAE. Yesterday, Dr. Jaishankar had met the finance minister of UAE. What is the currency name? Dagram. How do they pronounce it, sir? The UAE currency. So therefore, it is going to be extended. Dirham.
Yeah.
So therefore, UK also come into that. Before the FTA, free trade agreement, I am very sure Indians from India can transmit money to UK. Similarly, UK citizens, UK Indians can transmit the money to India through mobile, through UPI. So that is going to be extended to Australia also. In another 1 year or 2 years, India would have covered 25 countries through which mobile transaction can take place. Banking sector will, as India is now saying, there is no queue in banks. Banks are shrinking because of the digitalization. Similarly, world trade also, world stock exchange also will have this type of problems. And through mobile, with this mobile, you can send money to Australia or to UAE or England or to any other part of the world, sir. That is the breaking news I was wanting to give it to you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. That's indeed good news. And the more these kind of digital transactions happen, the more things get on record, because this is going to make the life of Hawala people miserable. And moreover, the efficiency of transaction is going to be improving, which means there is no cut for converting from one foreign currency to another. And that's a big deal. That's why Hawala exists. Hawala will be a thing of the past once this starts kicking into some of the Middle Eastern countries. India has 80 billion remittances, sir. $80 billion every year. 80 billion from Middle East and other countries. And if
that
they
means
can
how
be
many
direct,
crores, sir? 80 into 8. How many
80 billion is multiplied by 8, sir. 64 billion crores. 64 billion
God.
crores. I mean, it goes into a big number, very, very big number. And so that part will be all done seamlessly, and the money will now not come through the Hawala people, but it will come directly through Indian channels. Two things happen. One, the efficiency of transfer, no more commission. Even the Hawala guys take some commission. That is gone. Second thing is, everything is on record. People know who sent it, where did it come from, what bank account, to what bank account. See, this is going to be a big death blow to terrorism.
That is why slowly India is making everything UPI, sir.
Yes. Essentially, UPI is a unified payment interface. That means that it is a common platform for all the banks in India to receive and send money. Okay. On top of that, you are seeing all these other applications that are coming up. And the point there is that we want to try and use digital transaction. No money, no actual cash. Because the other challenge India has is to deal with fake currency. Only when you exchange cash do you have fake currency come into play. If it is digital, it will have a different set of problems, hacking and all that. But for the common person, as long as he has a laptop, a cell phone and he has a bank account, he knows exactly how much money he has at any given time. That is the important thing. You don't need to go to a bank to find out how much balance I have. It's a huge step up. 24/7, any day, any time of the week. You don't have to worry about banking hours.
What happened in UP, then account, how Prime Minister transferred the money to them, the subsidy amount. So therefore, it is happening at the international level. It is a great initiative by the Union Finance Ministry and also Reserve Bank of India. Let us wait for that. There is a small, group of experts formed the day before yesterday. Let us wait and watch how it takes a shape, sir.
Next question, please.
Today, I am totally disappointed, Mr. Shia, because I could not see anything because in the freezing of the computer and the Wi-Fi. Next
No
time,
worries, sir.
I will improve it.
No worries, sir. Next question from Stone 420. I'm not really understanding. Can we simply use UPI to transfer money? In what currency? In INR. You have to wait for these rules to come through. You will get apps like what he said. Bharat Pay and Rupee Pay is another one. RUPAY. And normal transfer things will also be able to use that particular interface. Let's say you're using Zoom.
Paytm also, sir.
Paytm. Yeah. All
what,
of them
what,
will.
No, simply for Stone 420, don't, you must put your name correctly. Stone 420 is not the right way. But I'm saying that as Mr. P.V. Narasimha Rao and Atal Bihari Vajpayee opened the sky for, international routes, similarly, Narendra Modi is opening the, India rupee to international banking system. So therefore, the government of India, especially under the leadership of Mr. Narendra Modi, has gone much deeper into the digital transaction. As Mr. Shia has said, it will put an end to the terrorism, but crypto will take a different format altogether. We deal with that, but put one problem to an end.
Yes, absolutely. Next question, please. When do we expect BJP to get a majority in Rajya Sabha?
So that's a dynamic situation, sir. Every 2 years, it's going up and down. You cannot, that is the dance of democracy. That is how the founding fathers of constitution, like Ambedkar and, Alladi Ram Iyer and, they all made it. Rajya Sabha, as Pranab Mukherjee told me once, Rajya Sabha is a floating, every 2 years, the equilibrium is disturbed. Suddenly they may go up, suddenly the next time if they lose state governments, like Congress, see, 150, now they are only 24. Similarly, it's Rajya Sabha, no one will get majority. At least BJP has crossed 100 seats now, sir. And that will be the last question. We will answer one more question, sir.
Dakshinamurthy wants to know whether Rajni will give voice during elections to any party.
I feel yes, certainly. Dakshinamurthy, you will not be disappointed by Mr. Rajnikant because he is fuming and fretting. I know that. I have some sources and, very, very constant, interactions are taking place. Rajni will do something in this 2024 Lok Sabha elections. That is why Ilayaraja has been given a particular thing in the Tamil Sangamam. I am very sure Tamil Sangamam, Sangam, Mahasangam, Mr. Rajnikant will also attend.
Thank you very much, Rajagopalanji, and viewers. Thank you so much for bearing up with the video disruptions. And we'll be back again next week with Sri Rajagopalanji on breaking events. Thank you once again, Rajagopalanji. Namaskar.
Namaskar. Good night, sir.
Good night, sir.